you know, here's the thing with WWE. They do the things where they announce a show like Crown Jewel, right? Give you all these great matches. Edge and Rollins, Hell in a Cell. Goldberg and Bobby Lashley, no holds barred. Lesnar and Reigns. And then we get to the show and it's absolutely awful. And that's why I'm here today. Because not only am I adding stuff to the show, I'm predicting on what stuff should happen at the show, but I'm coming with what I believe we should be doing. So here we go. I'm going to try and remember every single match that's been said for the show. God help me. So we're going to kick off. Right, so we kick off the show. Now look, I know some of y'all are going to be thinking, to be fair, I'm still too. I mean, leave me alone. But I think we're all thinking, oh Jesus Lord, Goldberg's in this match. And if Goldberg's in this match, that means it's going to be trash. Now look, Goldberg showed us at SummerSlam that he will do something. So come on, Goldberg. I know you still have one more massive crazy scrap in you. Now one of the fun things you can do with people like Goldberg is when you put them in a weapons match, if they can't do your proper technical stuff, you don't have to worry about that. You just have them going hard and everything like that. Now here's the thing, here's what we're doing. This match is kicking off the show. Now, before everyone's like, think about it, no holds barred, alright? And I know we've got another weapons match of Seth and Edge in Hell in a Cell, but think of these two big, I mean, is Goldberg a mean man? I mean, he probably is, just can't wrestle at the minute because of his age and stuff, so. But, two bald, you know, locking horns and whatever the hell the phrase is. But anyways, though, come out, Bobby and Goldberg kick off. Surely that match should get a bit of a pop from the crowd, so that'd be a good start for WWE. But also, I really do feel this would work in this environment, because have this come up. Because in my opinion, sometimes with these weapons matches, these are the best kickoff show because there's so much happening. It gets you invested, you know what I mean? And you can have Goldberg come down. No slow entrances. He's coming down. He's pissed off. Bobby Lashley, what are you doing attacking my son? And everything. And he can come charging down. Bobby Lashley, yeah. You know, doing his stuff and everything. And then we get to, then we get to the match. I'm going to do that a few times today during this video. But we get to the match. You start looking. Going fist, you know, classic fist. Because look, if Goldberg can't do a fist, then he should simply not wrestle. Because if you can't do a fist, then we have a problem. But both men, though, should realistically start fisting and everything. And why are we messing around? So let's say Lashley does want to Goldberg. He comes back, he spears him. Lashley rolls on the ring because he knows, oh crap, that's one of Goldberg's moves. He loves to do this to people. Rolls out the ring. He's by a barrier. Goldberg, spear through the barrier. And no slow crap like the Royal Rumble, where he had a spear, rolled out, and then he speared through the barricade. Because even though that's a cool spot, when it's done at the slow pace it was done in, you know what I mean? We got the atmosphere. If this is fast paced, this could be a really fun match. And everything. Goldberg's like, yeah. Goes for a jackhammer on the outside, because, you know, I can predict. It's fun. Bobby Lashley gets out, shoves him into the barrier, and then Lashley plants him face first on the apron, grabs a chair, bang, bang, bang. He's whacking Goldberg with the chair. Goldberg's like, oh, Bobby Lashley, you've hurt me back, you've hurt me back, and everything. As he goes into a barricade where Bobby spears him through to get everyone going. You know what I mean? There's two. The Spider-Man mean. You know what I mean? If you don't know, then okay. But yeah, basically, you know, they can carry on. Lashley gets him out. He's proper now pummeling him on the outside and everything. He grabs the kendo stick. Whack, whack, whack. And then Goldberg starts going, ah. Picks him up through the announce table. And everything. Then Goldberg starts tweaking the knee again. Because, you know, if Lashley can do it, then surely Goldberg can do it. Remember, he did the thing at SummerSlam. So he's tweaking the knee and everything like that. He comes back in the knee. No, he doesn't come back in the knee. So he's just head, and he can't. He's trying to lift up Bobby Lashley to get him in the middle of the ring, but he can't do it, and everything like that. Finally drags him in, goes for the pin, 1-2, and Lashley the last second kicks out. People are like, oh, no. Because it's like, oh man, obviously quite a lot of us would be like, thank God for that. But, you know, for the story you're trying to tell, we're going to go, oh man, no, you're so close to finally ending Lashley and everything. Then Goldberg backs up in the corner. It's a bit more slow because it was bad knee, and he's going, spears him. And then Goldberg's like, ah, and everything. Wait, I've done it again. I'm thinking of different stuff now. Right, he goes back. He doesn't, and then he's about to go through another spear, but Lashley counters him into a spear. 1, 2, but he kicks out. Bobby's like, you know what I mean? Then he's let's say he's undone the turnbuckle and everything. Goldberg goes for a spear. He's stabbed away. Goldberg shoulder first. Goldberg's now quite hurt. Lashley trying to lock him in the hurt lock, but Goldberg now he breaks it up. He goes, because why not? Go a bit nuts, you know what I mean? And then turns that into another spear. And Goldberg very slow. Then Goldberg covers him. 1, 2, kick out. And Goldberg's like, there's only one way of finishing this. Puts him up in the jackhammer, but me knee hurts and everything. So he can't lift him up. I mean, I don't think he could lift him up with a knee anyway, but, you know, whatever. As I said, for the story, Lashley gets out, puts him in the hurt lock. Goldberg's, like, all over the place and everything. Once again, Goldberg is trapped, and Lashley starts going down. And then, all of a sudden, and I know this is awful, but it's bound to bloomin' happen, and you may as well just have Lashley's son come in and twonk him on the back with a steel chair. You know what I mean? Start beating him up for a little bit. Be like, Dad, go get him. Spears him. 1, 2, Lashley will kick out, and it's like, oh, you know what I mean? And everything. And then Goldberg's son, it's KJ, it's his name. He'll go on the ring, he'll get a table, he's going to put it through. Goldberg's like, trying to like put him through, but Lashley's not allowing him to, and then does his, it's a flat ladder, right? And everything, and then grabs his son, and then just plants him down, and everything, say it lock on him, slams him down. Goldberg goes for another spear, but misses, and then Lashley starts doing his suplex, business and everything. And then after he does that, he's gonna then go for a spear, but Goldberg counters, spears him through, and Lashley's and everything. He's by the table, Goldberg spear through the table, rolls him back, up he comes, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. Goldberg wins. And this is the one time, as long as the match is done like this, and look, this does not need to be a 20-minute classic. It can be 5-7 minutes of just utter carnage, and that's all I want. Something like that. Have a little bro that can get a few weapons in. Not saying go nuts, you know what I mean? But just do with the story and everything like that. And that's all we need to do, you know what I mean? And everything, that's all we need to do. Goldberg went, you can get the story. Right, so, other matches we have on the card. I'm not sure if we have the Green Counts comps. I'm not sure if we have the Queen of the Ring. I'm not calling Queen Crown's tournament. Sod off. Queen of the Ring. I don't think we have the Queen of the Ring because I think they're only having like one, aren't they? Women's match on Saudi Arabia shows, aren't they now, and everything. So you have the women's triple threat now. We still have to go. We have the Hell in a Cell match. I think that all tag titles are on the line. Can't speak today. And everything. WWE title, Drew and Big E, and Universal title, Roman and Broke. Now, I'm not too sure if there's anything else secretly been added. I'm going to think of men's titles, haven't I? Priest has not really got much going on, has he? Oh, no, he wants to throw out there. Now, look, I'm only doing this, like, there's still another SmackDown and Raw before Crown Jewel, so something could get added, but I'm just going to go based off this, alright? You know, based off what's been said, so I guess, yeah, to keep the crowd going, because obviously you've had a load of carnage, you've had Goldberg there and everything, Robert, so to keep the crowd still going, to bring out Mansoor, get the hometown pop against Mustafa Ali. Now, I'm going to do a bit of this. Now, I know some people have crapped on this, but look, if you actually think of what's happened, WWE, and I know it does seem a bit forced because we're in Saudi Arabia, but honestly, if you were a booker and you were booking this rivalry, I know WWE have cocked it up a little bit, like this could have been a bit more, but if you do think of how many months you have like actually put this into a mini rivalry on Raw, turn it into the scrap that we can do for Saudi Arabia, and so get the pick town victory and all that. It's been pretty good. I mean, you know, it's about time we use Mustafa. I mean, God Lord, the man's not done anything. I mean, he was going to have a match with Kofi at Mania, but because they only wanted, I think it was 3.5 at the most for each night, it had to get canned off. And then SmackDown Tag Titles couldn't even be on the show, or the Andre the Giant, yes, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Both of them couldn't even get on the show. And the women's battle royal never even happened, so we're in a bit of a problem, right? WrestleMania, but what can you do, you know what I mean? But, you know, Mustafa, though, he deserves to do something. I'm glad they've given at least something. It's nothing too major, but at least it's something by this point, you know what I mean? And Mansoor, I quite like Mansoor. I know some people must be like, oh my God. But I think he has potential, you know. Quite an inspirational wrestler being from Saudi, and you know, and honestly, he's a decent talent in the ring, and it seems like a really nice guy. Like, he seems the type of babyface you know you'd root for, and everything. Plus, he's got that show haircut's nice on him, ain't it? And when I first saw it, I was like, because obviously he becoming long hair, like pretty much like this type of long hair and everything. But actually, does soon the short hair, like, that's non-existent now. But fair play though, they have like done this quite well. Like, I think they started this on the Thunderdome. So as I said, I quite like what they've done. And even the tag team itself only lasted a few months. This is pretty much was done just because they realised the RK Bro stuff was working. The RK Bro can be the major, this being the more lesser one, deliberately done for Saudi. So, straight away Mansoor comes out. Because we got to get the pops going. We got to keep people being hyped, you know what I mean? And everything. Mansoor can come down. He's like, my family's here. Maybe not like that, but you know, I feel it in you, and everything. I imagine it should be a major crowd, particularly because it's been a while since he's been in Saudi, so you know. But you know, we can come down, get a massive pop, and then you know, that's all you want. You can come down and be like, yeah. And everyone can be like, yeah, we love you, Mansoor, and Mansoor, and everything. Then Mustafa can come down. Probably will get silent reaction, honestly, for the poor sod, but what can you do? Well, realistically, for the story, I want him to be really, really booed. So let's say on Raw, he pushed him off the stage through a bunch of tables and kicked him in the bottom, I don't know. Just do something really evil to get the side card going. But without being racist or anything with the culture or anything like that. Not like that, not the racist thing, just, you know, something like pushing him off the stage or something like that. Just, you know, get people think that. You know, like Randy Orton when he hit Edge on the neck and everyone was like, I mean, couldn't even speak. Something like that. And everything. But yeah, he can come down and everything, so you silence all of the boos. And then we can start it off, but we're going to start very interestingly, because Mustafa's like, come on, let's go. This Mansoor's like, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't want to do this either. And then Mustafa slaps in the face, get everyone going. And Mansoor's like, then Mansoor's like, you know. And I've already started off 2 matches, but it's in my horse, it's just really cool when you just see people go, you know. But I don't think I want Mustafa doing it though. For this, I want Mansoor to do, you know, that and everything. And then he's just going on. And then he goes out the ring, suicide, through the ropes. everything. Mansour's get the crowd going, and then it looks like he's got it. And then he's about to hit another move, but I'd say, I don't know, it goes for neck break, and then Mustafa starts sacking this knee, and then he starts elbowing. He's like, you know, everything. Brings it on the post, bing, on the post, you know what I mean? And everything. And then, now there's something I think we haven't seen for a little bit, and then just, and do this, where you put the foot, like, say, like, because I'm on a bed now, say, like, this was a ring. Obviously, you have, like, the thing here, don't you, where you get off. Say he did that with the apron, and you put the leg down, something like that. I would do, and everything. And then Mustafa then starts. Now, because look, a low wrist hold is it's just a bit same old, you know what I mean? So if we do something different, like him working on the knee, it's something a bit different, you know what I mean? And look, Mustafa's boss, so he should be working out really dope ways. I know, I'm from the UK, I'm saying dope, what's wrong with me? But, you know, just do some creative ways with the knee, you know, attacking the knee and that, and then, you know, he can work on it, rest hold. So it's like, moving off the side, you know, you start to come back, hits the signature move. I don't really know many moves as Mansour, apart from, I think, his finish. I'm not even sure if he does it anymore, but I think it's his finish. Almost died. Hopefully I didn't die. But yeah, so as I was saying, I've actually got water in my eyes because I just coughed. But as I was saying, you know, that's what happens when you're filming it 80 minutes past that in the afternoon. You're going to do this. But yeah, basically, I only know one move, and that's his finisher. I'm not even sure if he still does it, because it's been a little bit. I don't think I've seen him do it. But anyway, so he hits signature movement. Ali kicks out, and then this is when you can hear the, he kicked out. Stuff, you know what they're like. And all of that. And then after that, you know, he can come and everything. Ali, cheeky roll, 1, 2, you know, and then he kicks out and everything. And then after he kicks out, Ali starts, you know, going back to the knee, and then he puts in a knee bar for the first time. Because, you know, if, I don't want to say he puts in a figure 4, but I think he just, like, holds the leg in a position, like, you know, when they, like, just hold it, like maybe like a heel hook or something, maybe. Just something. But yeah, puts in the knee bar for the first time, and everyone's like, oh dear. You know what I mean? And so it's like, and that point he doesn't happen now, you know, starts getting frustrated. So then he goes to the top, and this is when probably I'm going a bit nuts, but hits a 450 onto his knee. And so I was like, son of a, with his knee. Then Ali locks in the knee bar, and then he proper sits on his spine. He's going back and everything. Mansour's like, he has nothing to do. He's like trying to get to the ropes, and then like, look, I know we might have to like rely on Saudi, the crowd, to do this, but I'd love it if like Mansour's like, he's about to tap, he's about to go, and then instead he's about to start, the crowd go, come on Mansour, come, and then Mansour starts going, dragging himself over, makes it to the ropes, and he's like, and once again stomping on the leg, and then he goes to the top rope, goes to the 450, knees go up. Mansour starts coming back, he's trying to get life into that knee, into the corner, a little blow, and then, I don't know, a suplex. You know what I mean? And everything. Mansour's like fired up, he's like, come on. You costing me. Tag team and everything. Neck break, then goes to the top rope, moonsault, 1, 2, 3. Mansour wins. Now into the future, because we all know the Goldberg Lashley stuff, you know. So into the future though with this, so what I'd do is, like, if they wanted to continue the storyline, honestly, I wouldn't complain. It would be quite a nice finish, but you could always have Mustafa go. It's because he had the home field advantage. That's why he's won. If we were in, South Dakota. No, just a random one. I think it's from Chicago, Illinois. Oh yeah, he could say if it was in Chicago he would win, and then Mansoor could point out the fact that they were in Chicago and he lost. I think that'd be quite fun. But anyways though, that is Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. And then it's the King of the Ring final. Now, in Dream, I would have this be... Are you kidding me? Just go. Go. Why? This way you tell. This way I flip and tell. So, as I was saying, King of the Ring and everything. If we're dreaming this, it would probably be Xavier Woods versus Finn Balor. Now, here's the thing. We all know Xavier Woods should win this. Easy. But, and this is a big boy. You know what WWE like? They like to do one for Raw, one for SmackDown. And even though I know that they don't really want to do this, oh, should I just go with Xavier winning? Oh man, I don't know. Oh. Right, now unlike WWE where I don't know where they're going through, this is my booking. With my rules and what I would do. So here's what I'm thinking. Now I know we've teased this sort of thing, but I feel like Kofi could actually pull it off. Because even though Kofi's always happy and stuff, he's always been happy. So what if? And look, Balor, if he loses to Xavier Woods, that'd be a bit strange. Because Balor feels where Xavier feels. Because even though we love both, you have got to think of the star power. And Balor has more star power. And imagine him winning and becoming the king. Like, that'd just be really cool. He can be the Demon King and everything. And I just think it would overall suit him. And stuff like that. Plus, also, that can keep him in the main event spot. And could always put him against Big E in the future. Which already gets me getting my picks dancing. Which I can't do. And everything like that. But here's the thing. And I know y'all want to have Xavier win. Now, this is some of long-time storytelling. So here's what we're going to do. Xavier's on the top rope. It's like... And I know I'd like already gone through the matches, but I don't want to be in that using them. And everything. He goes to the top rope. He's like, I've got it. He goes for the... He's about to hit the elbows drop. And then Kofi Kingston gets on the apron. Pulls the ropes. And Xavier goes... You know what I mean? And everything. I was like... confused. Then he holds him and then does his elbow thing, because for some reason we can't do 1916, which just sucks, but I'll let it go. Goes to the top rope, coup de grace. Balor's the King of the Ring. Now before you're all going, what the hell are you doing? I'm gonna make no nasty comments to this weirdo I've only first seen, because hopefully, because I've got a lot of fun to this video, so yeah. Well, you know what? How dare you not have Xavier Woods win? This is a load of crap. But before you do that, listen. For starters, how cool would it be if Balor won? Demon King, and just overall, it would suit him, and also would keep him as a main event player on Monday Night Raw. And that means he can stay in the main event division, and he won't have to get lost in the shuffle. Then, because Kofi's doing that, he'll explain the reason why. He was the chosen one. He's let Big E do it and go over to Monday Night Raw. You know what I mean? He was the chosen one of the New Day, not Xavier Woods. I'm not having a second one go through like this. And this is where we can do Kofi versus Xavier. And then we'll do a massive blow-off match. Say Mania 38 and everything. Them two, one-on-one. Xavier wins, and then that can propel him to a WWE Championship match. That's how I would book it personally. Because look, the New Day thing, oh, it's a bit same old at the minute, ain't it? Yes. Now is what we're doing. So, Balor wins. Then, next up, let's do RK Bro versus AJ Omos. Absolutely no one can come up with any more spots for these teams to do. Because even though at first it was fresh as a daisy, now it's like so boring. And even though we are seeing the same great wrestlers fight, it just feels like over time we've slowly grown older. And I think my hair's actually grown, because I used to have it like, well, I know like you guys probably seen a bit of a history of my hair, but I had it short like around the time Riddle went to the main roster, and then it's just slowly grown longer. And then I think it must have been like maybe like here or something like that, or maybe like the back was a bit, you know, more shorter, and then it just slowly grown and grown and grown. You know what I mean? And that's what's been going on, because of how long this has lasted and everything. But look, these 4 teams are great. 4 teams, 4 men are great. But we need, for the love of God, to do something different. And if we're ending this right, we're ending it how we should end it right. I'm not even sure if that makes sense. Right, so Randy and Riddle come down and everything, and it's like, you know, and everything. And then you're like, everything. Now look, I might be asking for a bit, but for them to have like matching gear. Now I'm not saying that Randy Orton should come down in flip flops and you know what I mean, even though that would be one of the greatest things ever. I'm saying have them wear the same colours gear. So Randy can still be in his trunks, but say like Riddle comes down in, I don't know. Well, he's been wearing like the pink and snake skin thing, hasn't he, and deliberately made for RK Bro. So say he comes down with that, right? Randy Orton to come down with snake skin chunks, and then have like the Orton and weird things, like, you know, like those hands like these on his front to be pink. That's all I'm asking. Something matching here be quite fun. And AJ Styles just put wearing something different, please. Maybe a green gear, like maybe like a black and green, a little bit. Maybe have like a white and white. I shouldn't have. So we get to the match. Now AJ Styles, how thick are you? Have a massive guy just go, see you later. No, Moss is like, the hell are you doing? Anyways, there he comes in. Bang, bang. Bang. Absolutely dismantling Riddle. Riddle goes straight, but he's like, come. You know, he's shining. Just like, say like someone was just going, and just flick him away. Something like a fly. And everything, then just start absolutely dismantling Riddle and everything. Maybe a massive boot. Maybe it's like roundhouse kick that he introduced on Raw. That actually looked quite cool. And everything. I was like, Randy. And he tags him. Now this is interesting because we've never seen, at least I don't think, Randy Orton and Omos go one-on-one. So it comes out as be like, oh my God, it's here. It's finally here in Saudi Arabia. Randy Orton versus Omos. And Omos like, ready to go, and Styles just goes, screw you. And everything. Now this time, it's working on the face's favour. Randy Orton's got a locked in, because just some things will never change. And everything. And AJ is coming back. And eventually, he tags in Omos, but it's a blind tag, as Randy Orton has gone up for a back side suplex. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean? Like, where's the Teddy? Right, so say like, know this move when you drop him down like that. Say like he has it in there, Omos tags him in there and everything. Styles goes over the apron. Omos like says, say he's like goes down, goes on the run. He's like, what the hell's going on? And Omos just goes, oh, and everything. And I can just go, yeah, you know. And everything just start absolutely, come on, here you go. Bang, bang, you know what I mean? And yeah, they said his name's Hugo, not me, you named him. But yeah, you can go, and everything like that. But this will be interesting because this is Randy Orton getting hit, and this is what we normally don't see because the WWE protect us more like crazy. But mate, and I must just continuously battering him for Randy to get the hot tag. Interesting, eh? On Riddle once again. That different, eh? Riddle getting the hot tag. Riddle's now, he's fighting, he's like, I'm gonna do it for you, Randy. And everything now, it's just like, so again, launches him back down. And he's like, say like Riddle did it into the corner, and then Omos about to launch him, and then Styles attacks him, and I was like, you having a giraffe, mate. You know what I mean? So that's just like, it's alright, it's like, oh, Riddle. And everything, but once again, we'll kick out. And everything. But this is when Riddle can start getting some offense now, so he's going back. And everything. He's getting his hot tag. Yeah, you know. Everything, bro. Everything. You know, his kick thing, maybe go for the bro Derek and everything, but then, as you're about to say, AJ rings the ad. It's like, oh, that damn AJ again. For a springboard. The old, okay. And everything. And then Omos then once again clears him. Maybe he hits the T-slam thing on Riddle. AJ goes on to the cover, collapses on him. 1, 2. Riddle gets a finger on the rope. And everything. So I was just like, and everything. And then Randy Orton, he's like, sorry. And everything, and then tags. And they like, say like he, I don't know, Ushi-Garoshi or whatever the hell move is called on Riddle, you know, and he like, gonna have to get me knee up. And everything. Bang, you know what I mean, and everything. Then he tags in Orton, Orton comes in, and so I was like, oh Jesus. Tags in Omos, and he's like, gosh, you want me, eh? And everything. And then AJ's like, him, Mama. And then Omos like, don't talk to him. That's AJ's going, alright, pal, chill. And then Randy Orton will turn around with Riddle, and for the first time, Omos will get hit with an RKO. And everything. AJ starts like, oh, Riddle, bang. So when Randy Orton covers Omos, 1, 2, 3. The first time in his career, Omos has lost. And that's because Styles has gotten to owner of man. And everything. Omos is like, Jay's a bit like, and then Omos bang. He's now absolutely dismantling him. G-slam. Whoa, you know. He's like, bro, that was so funny, dude. Remember that like one time when we like totally made? And he's just like, sort of Riddle. You know what I mean? Everything like that. Say on the next leg. And everything. Right, what else have we got? The women's title. Edge and Seth. Well, titles. I'm going to be here for another half an hour. Right. So, let's go. Right, all these matches are really big. So, we're going to go with out of these for the least and biggest. At least in my opinion. Drew McIntyre versus Big E. So Drew comes down. And everything comes down. The commentators sell this as if it's like Drew's last opportunity ever at the World Championship. And then he can go over to SmackDown. And everything Drew comes in. It's like, come on, laddie. Wanna go Baines? Or whatever the hell it says at the beginning. It's going out, big pop. And everything. But Big E though. See on his face, he's like, and you know why? Because of what happened earlier. And everything he's gonna, and now that's a bit of a key thing we have got to think about, because Big E's thinking about nowadays, a bit like, and everything, like he's made up his WWE champion, but, and everything, we kick off the match. You know, lock up. Yeah, you know, lock balls, locking horns, know what I like. And everything. Big 5-0. It's time to mini man slapping me. Woo! Woo! Alright. Oh. And everything. Right, let's get through this match a little bit. So, let's say Drew flies. Drew flies onto Big E like that. Big E. So, and then Drew picks him up, belly to belly. I need to stop doing it. It's doing moves. Onto the floor to Big E and everything. And then after his belly to belly, Drew then takes control. Because let's be fair, if anyone's been healing this, it's Drew McIntyre, easy. And everything. Headlock locked in. Those are right fingers. You know what I mean? Wait, let's see if I can do that with Hugo that said. Looks so stupid. But yeah. As I was saying, he does that to him and everything. Big E starts coming and then the crowd starts chanting. Big E's face changes, so he's like the saddest man on the planet. So uses that to carry on the damage. And then Big E once again, he's coming up, and then and Big E's now coming back. Belly to belly. Belly to belly, splat, Betty, Betty to Betty, what? Belly to belly, then splash, 1, 2, kick out. Big E's like, come on, snaps off. Big E's confused, he's like, it's fine, because he's still like, puzzled over what Kofi done a few matches ago. And then Drew uses that to kick up and take him down, and Drew's like, what the hell is going on? And everything then starts, and then a bit of a Glasgow kiss when you you know, and everything. And then he goes to the top rope, yeah, and then Big E uses that to get up, and then Drew was like, you know, because for some reason Drew loves hanging in the two rope position, he loves it. And everything, but yeah, Big E. So he goes to the top. I don't think he will, because I don't think Big E likes going to the top. Comes up, does his thing, uses that to come back, so he's like, come on, laddie. And then gets him up. Yeah. 1, 2. And everything, kicks out, and everything. And then Jerry's about to go for the Claymore, misses out the way. Big E going for big end and moves out the way. Claymore. 2. Oh, I can't. Sounds it. Thing. And everything. He's going straight back because he wants that championship. Claymore powerbomb. So he picks my powerbomb. So through. Big end in. 2, 3, Biggie wins. Do, 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 do. No way. Not John Cena. No way. Biggie wins and everything. And he's happy now. And then he starts going up. And you know, you don't need shows, but say, like, off camera, he's like... Goes serious because he's, like, still confused what Kofi did. And now that will be used. That's what Biggie lose to Roman. Or at least from this show, because I'm going to do a bit of a Survivor Series prediction match card for the next pay-per-view, and I'll do a how would I book for that. So, stay tuned. Right, up next, we're going to do Bianca versus Becky versus Sasha. So, right, so we'll kick off this one and everything. Now, in my opinion, we'll do, like, the smallest to the biggest. Obviously, Roman and Brock's being the biggest. If it was just a normal one, then that'd be, you know. But it's Hell in a Cell, so, you know what I mean. Should be one of the last matches on the card, realistically. As should this, you know, and everything. I don't know what the hell they're going to be wearing, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I mean, Bianca won't really matter too much because, you know what I mean, when Bianca Shorty wears pants and everything, so, you know, but they do have to be, like, proper covered up, so I don't really know how they're going to look, but hopefully that won't make the match suck. See, this is the only reason, like, when they said it was happening, I was like, because, just because you have to be covered up, what can you do, you know what I mean? But anyways, now, we kick off the match, all 3 women, it's like, and then Bianca and Sasha look at each other, we both look at Becky, and they start teaming on Becky. Double suplex to Becky. She's out the way. Or at least he thinks she's out the way. And they start doing some fun sequences and everything. Bianca's like, you know, girl breath. And then does it moonsault thing, you know, and ridiculous flippy stuff that she does, which is really, really cool. And everything. And then Becky comes back from that. She's like, and everything. And then she starts manipulating Bianca because she's going to be like, she screwed you out of the women's championship match. Bianca's like, you know, yeah, you're actually right there. And everything, they work together. So Bianca, I don't know, let's say she slammed her and everything. And after Sasha gets absolutely whooped by both women, she puts her on the announce table. Becky springboard, leg drop through the announce table. And then them 2 women start. I'm going pretty much off the stuff they did at Extreme Rules. Like, that hair pulling thing was really cool and stuff like that. Multiple manhandle slam attempts, KOD attempt and everything. And we're just going to go with these for like 5-7 minutes, just having an absolute banger. Sasha's just like dead on the announce table and everything. And then Bianca's going to go for the KOD and everything, and then Sasha takes her out. Then, therefore, Becky's now rolled out, and then Bianca's like, right, so I've had enough of you, takes her down. Because this is storytelling such that Extreme Rules, Bianca now, repeatedly. And then she's about to go for the hair whip, but Sasha starts jumping over it. Because it's my stuff, I can do whatever the hell I want. And everything, she's hopping over and everything. And then Bianca's like, oh. And then Sasha's like, you ain't doing that again. And everything. And then back, and then Becky Lynch jumps in. And everything goes back out. Bankstow from behind, backstabber. Going for the bank statement. Bianca could do an amazing sound going. Or and everything, the ridiculous sounds she does for the thing, and everything. Sasha's like, I'll never do that again, and everything. But yeah, she can do that and everything. Bianca though moves it due to the side of the crowd. They're like, oh, Bianca, ESC, all that, and then. Sasha repeatedly frustrated, and then Becky Lynch turns up from behind, exploder suplex, comes in to pin Bianca, 2, no, goes pin Sasha, 2. Becky's like, job, and Bianca, so up, she's got the KOD, she hits the KOD, but then Sasha bangs, bang, face tosses her out, Banks. 1, 2, 3. Sasha Banks is the new SmackDown Women's Champion. And once again, this is coming to my general hope and everything, where I'm going to do Sasha Banks SmackDown Women's Champ. And let's say the next night, Charles, like, the Queen's defending the Raw Women's title tonight, because even known this ain't my... Yeah, because she's still the Raw Women's Champion on SmackDown and everything. And then Bianca turns and she's like, I've been screwed out of this enough. Beats Charlotte for the belt, and then it's Survivor Series. She can get it, finally can get a proper revenge on Sasha Banks from the whole SummerSlam debacle, because she tried doing it in the one-on-one. Then Becky distracted her and she got rolled up. She tried doing it in the triple threat match. Sasha tossed her out and used her move on Becky Lynch. And then you can use that to propel Bianca to finally get a win over Sasha. And that's what you can do for Survivor Series. Hey, good top tier storytelling there. Hats off. And everything. Right, so here we go. Seth Rollins versus Edge. This big money matchup. Right, so... Right now, see, the thing is with Edge, we've already come out with the blue gear, the red and black. So I'm trying to think now, what should he come out in? Because I know Edge was... No, I haven't come out in, because I don't think he's ever wrestled in Saudi and everything. I mean, he could have done, but I think he was kayfabe injured because around the autumn. Knowing he did in 2020. So he's going to come out in black, green, and gold and everything. Seth can come down in all red. Interesting, because it's been a little bit since Seth's come in all red, and considering it's Hell in a Cell, makes sense, and everything. And these two just kick the living shit out of each other. Edge and Rollins absolutely killing it. Bang, bang, bang. As I said, I love doing that. You know what I mean? And then Seth tossed him out, suicide into the Hell in a Cell. Everyone's like, whoa, and everything. Rollins one thing, and everything. Gets a weapon for the first time, kendo stick, but Edge headbutts him. He goes on the ring and he gets the stick, and then he's already trying to, and then he, no, let's say he gets the stick and he's already now trying, locking him, but Rollins knows, and this is what he used to beat him. So he locks him tries to go for the stomp, and Edge just like, doing that, and everything. Once again, they lock up. Again with a tackle. Rollins, sling blade. And everything. Let's say Edge went for the spear into the cage, and then he went into that on the cell and everything. Just call it cage. I guess you can call it that, can't you? And then this is what we can use for Rollins, you know, to carry on just hitting crazy Seth Rollins moves on him and everything. But don't worry, we're not boring you just yet, because here's what we're going to do as one of the spots. So, Rollins, right, has set up 2 tables, right? He's got one quite close to where you'd do like a top rope move, and then he's got one a bit further away. He goes to the top rope. Now, I might just be dreaming, but this would be really cool. Suplexes Edge through one table, gets up, and then Falcon arrows him through another table. One. Just frustrate that Edge and everything, and then Edge starts feeling the crowd. Do his weird facial expressions. Bang, he start coming back, and Edge, bang, bang, and then everything. And then Edge spears kick, but then Edge is like, oh, my neck. Rollins goes for a super kick, and then he goes into the cage, and then Edge spears him through the cell wall and everything, and then starts climbing up, and then Rollins starts going after him, and then both men can't even make it to the top. They're fighting. Man, ding, through both tables, because that, honestly, that Dean Ambrose Rollins moment on the Cell 2014, epic. Do that again. You know what I mean? And also, just have some crazy fun with them. They're not going to super kick each other through the cell onto the ring, or super kick them off the cell onto the floor, because we're in the PG era and that'll never happen. Particularly because of Edge's age and stuff. Rollins also probably could do with not doing it, so we're probably better just jumping off the side of the cell. So, you know that and everything. Then Edge all of a sudden As another one of them chairs, and he's got it locked in, and Rollins is tapping him down, just like that. And everything. Brings him in, he's shagging him. Goes, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Rollins just about kicks on it, just like. And then grabs a ladder. Let's get a bit of a pop, you know. It's a table, and then he's about to go for the spear. Through the table. Goes Edge. Rollins then hits a curb stomp on him. Like, oh no, he's done it again. 1, 2. Edge kicks. And everything. Goes the crowd. And all of that. Rollins super kicks and about to go for one. Again goes up spear. I know. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Can't imagine curb stomping to spear. That's what we're doing. Goes on the ring. No, goes out of the ring. Climbs up the ladder. Frog splash onto Rollins. Then backs up. And then after that gets through. Grabs the steel chair. Like, no. Just for some more fun. You know, just to, you know. Grabs Kendo stick. Yeah. Proper locks it in. Rollins taps out. And Edge is your victor. And that's how I do it. And then look, now, unlike continuing it, this should be the end. And that's what I'd do. And then we go to the main event of the evening. Lesnar versus Reigns. Oh boy. That's all I can say with this. Lesnar, can you come up with something new? It'd be quite cool. Or if not, just have it pound yourself. The rest of the gear will just be amazing, so whatever. But along with that being cool, this match should be really, really cool as well. It's going to be a massive fight field, the crowd. So the bell rings, everyone's like, yeah. You know, like Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. Hopefully something like that. I mean, Sadie and only appreciative for everything, so they're going to be like, for this, I have no idea, but, you know, I'm already uncomfortable. What an idiot I am for moving. But yes, so the match starts. Massive fight field, Roman Reigns. So then he goes straight for him, then Lesnar immediately belly to belly, and then picks him up. Suplex City, bitch! And everything, suplex, and Reigns. Right, just do one. He suplexes him, and then Roman goes out the ring. He's like, okay, but I can see what you're trying to do. Then gets back in, and then Lesnar once again, he's about to go from Reigns. Everything. And then Paul Heyman, for the first time ever, gets on the apron. He's like, get out of here. And then Reigns from the out, tackles him. Because look, if Lesnar ain't just going down with a move, is he? He's not, you know what I mean? And then Reigns, this is when Reigns starts doing his classic attack, and then, who's the tribal chief? Who's the head of the table? I'm in tribal chief. And everything like that. Go boo. And everything. And then once again, another smash to Lesnar. And he picks him up. One drop. 1, 2. But he kicks out. It's like, alright. And then he's about to go for a Superman, but Lesnar catches him and then does like a backbreaker, because why not? And everything. And then Lesnar starts coming back. This is when it starts getting fun. Suplex and Reigns everywhere. And he's like, oh. So you get 5. Roman Reigns gets out. He comes out. Spear. 1. Oh. Reigns is worried. Now he's trying to lock in the guillotine, but Lesnar not even giving him a chance. And then he flips that. So you have 5. The crowd's like, come on. And then Lesnar is shocked. And then he's like, come on, let's do this again. And everything once. Wait, no, don't do that. It'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it? And then Reigns then starts back and rings the eyes of Lesnar. He's coming back, Superman punch. Then he gets up, another Superman punch. I'm sorry. And then another Superman punch. And final Superman punch. Then Reigns and spear. 1, 2. And then Reigns putting in the guillotine once again. And then this is when Lesnar could proper go. and everything. And then he goes for the Kimura, because once again, why not? Roman puts him in, bang, and everything. And then he goes to side drive-by to Lesnar, 2 kick out. It's like, what do I have to do? Once again, locks in the guillotine. And then he's about to do it, but Lesnar immediately. For Reigns. Reigns. Say he goes on the middle rope, he's like. Comes. Let's say he's haunted and Lesnar. He's ready for him. FO number 2. 2. No, right. Because that last second. Just like, come on. And everything. And then he goes for 1. Goes onto the second rope. Hit a middle rope F5. But Reigns once again. Whacks him. And then Reigns. Looks in the guillotine for a moment. And then superplex off the top. Now, hopefully the rings will collapse. I don't know if they will or it won't, but hopefully it will. And everything. Reigns then, cover 2. Lesnar's like, knocks him out, and then the gloves are off. Bang, bang. Proper goes MMA on him. And everything. Then he's about to go for an F5. And everything. And then needs some shenanigans, to be fair. Roman knocks over the wrestler. And staggers but hits the F5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get the deal. And everything. Usos come down. Lesnar absolutely. Basically a sum up of that. You know what I mean? Just a sum up. And everything. Launches him right round the ring and everything. Paul's like, God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And everything. And then Heyman goes, and then he's like, please don't. And he's just pleading with him to just leave him alone. And everything. And then Roman Reigns from behind. Low blow to Lesnar. And everything. And everything. And then Reigns spear, the referee gets up. As beast up, he's like, come on. For Mrs. Clothesline, Superman punch, spear. Goes in, spear, and then a third spear, and then locks in the guillotine one last time. Proper tugs. Lesnar, no choice. He passes out. Reigns retains the title. Reigns is like, you know what I mean? And everything. And then and everything. Look, I've got to end it on something stupid, and honestly, this would be quite cool to do. Or actually, no, I'm not going to. I was going to have Hero come out. That'd be stupid, wouldn't it? It'd be really cool, but it'd be a bit of a bizarre idea. So, I want to have someone come out, because Roman just closing on the pay-per-view just isn't enough. Particularly after Extreme Rules. And they're in Saudi. So, I looked on the draft, and guess who got moved to SmackDown? Mansoor. Let's go full Mansoor B-style. Mansoor comes out, Jesus, at the end to confront Roman Reigns. And I know that's probably not going to happen, but I think of what Saudi wants. And honestly, I do like Mansoor, and you don't even have to have it as pay-per-view match. You can have it as a random SmackDown match. And then now Roman's like, okay, Mansoor now. Interesting. And that's when the show goes off the air. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Crown Jewel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the rest of the YouTube channel. Don't forget to stay too sweet. We've just reached an hour. See you later.